10,
The shock,
9, ignition sequence start.
Okay.
Hi everyone, this is Loretta Cernowski from Got Spouse Need House, and you're wondering what the heck is Got Spouse Need House if you haven't watched us before. We are a real estate affiliated company that works with agents right across North America. We specialize in working with newlyweds and engaged couples, and when you do decide to do that real estate transaction, we are there to guide you, and at the end we give you a 10% credit on closing because we know your wedding was expensive. And today we have an awesome guest from Arizona, from Green Valley, correct, Jessica?
Yes.
And for those watching that don't know where Green Valley is, maybe you could let us know.
So it's pretty much towards the left of the state, down below. It's like right in between Nogales and Tucson.
Okay, great.
It's like the
great.
in-between point between those.
And it's hot today, right?
Yes, it is. It's almost like gotten up to 110, 115 degrees where we are. So, yeah, it's been very hot lately.
No, we'll be waiting for the cool down in a few months.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, when I was like in my 20s, I wanted to be a wedding planner in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Needless to say, it didn't happen. I went into the world of real estate and here I am, but today I get to talk to a wedding planner.
Yeah, you do.
So how did you get into this world?
Well, it actually started at my church, and I was on the women's leadership committee, and they asked me to do a Valentine's Day banquet, or it was my idea. So that was kind of like where I got the ideas and imagination flowing for this type of work, because we did Paris theme, and I was able to get like a lady to do all the decor. Like we had a big Eiffel Tower that I ordered, and it was just a success for that. So of course I waited a few years because I was a house cleaner back then, and then I worked at McDonald's for customer service just to get to know customers and how to deal with customers. And then I went to school for my wedding planner certificate so that I could start my own business. So
Oh, I didn't know there was a school. Is that a
yeah, so I
diploma?
actually did it's a school to where you can just do it all online. It's I think it's AIP College, Career College. And they've got so much stuff from cake decorating to florist to even real estate, and you can just go and get your certificates.
Well, there you go. So how long have you been doing this?
So it's been actually, I started before I got my certificate because I helped with my friend's wedding. I did my own wedding, like planned it all. My mom helped me, and then I did a few after that. So
Wow.
yeah.
So because there's so many things I can't even imagine where you even start. Is there like a software tool that you use?
So I am
Is it
actually
organized?
old fashioned. So what I do is I've got a filing cabinet in my office, and I've got the files for the different weddings. And I do paper contracts. I print out all the papers just in case I were to lose it on the computer. Like my computer died and I couldn't get it back. Well, I still had the copies of everything that goes with each wedding because each wedding's different. And I just try to keep that information safe as possible.
Yeah, of course, it's a big deal. Do you
Yeah.
remember the first wedding? Well, obviously, was your wedding the first one that you coordinated?
Pretty much. Well, I didn't coordinate it. I had someone from our church coordinate. But yeah, it took me a year. Even before I got engaged, me and my husband are like, this will be our wedding date. And I'm like, okay. So I made a lot of my props. Like I made our little wagon that my best friend's little baby girl sat in. I made the signs. Me and my mom, we made all the bouquets, all the flower crowns.
Wow.
Yeah, we even cooked our own food 2 weeks before the wedding. So
Wow.
I know every part pretty much of the wedding planning process. And I mean, we got married at the church because a lot of kids, like 19 to 20 years, getting married, or like we were actually 25. Sometimes they don't have a lot of money because they're still going through school. So we had to just go the cheap route. I mean,
Wow.
we just went to Bisbee, Arizona for our honeymoon. I mean, because a lot of times couples don't have that much money.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I had this idea that it would be great when the couple is ready to buy a house that we would give them a credit on closing when they have a little bit more money because the wedding is super
yeah,
expensive. Everything, flowers,
it is.
all
Yeah.
that food, you know.
Yeah.
So a wedding planner, what would people be surprised to learn that there's something that is in your role that they would go, wow, I didn't know you did that.
We do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. People don't realize how much we do.
Mm-hmm.
And how me and my husband put it, we take the stress off of the bride and groom and we take all those stresses on us.
Sure.
We figure out the problems. We deal with all the problems. Like, I don't let them sign a contract until I know it's legal and it's not a scam. I meet with the vendors first before I will let them see my clients. Because I've been in the scammer part and it makes you fall behind in life. And I don't want other couples to start off like that in their marriage, you know?
What do you mean by the scam, like a scammer? What do you mean?
So there are a lot of scammers out there. Like there was one here in Arizona where a bride went to a makeup artist and
Uh-huh.
they didn't check it out. And they lost a whole bunch of money because
So,
that person wasn't
well,
real.
didn't they meet the person in person or no?
Sometimes no.
Oh,
That's why
wow.
it's up to the wedding planners to meet these people to make sure that they're real.
Yeah. Wow,
Because,
I never thought of that.
yeah, because there's a lot of people out there that mistreat, like your Knots, Wedding Wire, Zola. They will mistreat those platforms, even Facebook too. And I just want to make sure that everything's good and safe. And that's why I have my own inner circle of vendors that I have met at bridal fairs saying, hey, let's go with these guys because
Yeah.
I've talked to these guys.
Yeah.
I know these guys. They are reliable and you can trust them.
Well, and we always have a booth at the bridal expo, so it's probably a good place as well for couples
Yeah,
to go because you get to talk to the person. And like you said, they're
definitely.
real. I never even thought of a scammer being in the
Yeah.
wedding
Oh, yeah.
arena.
They'll take,
Oh,
like,
Lord.
sometimes they'll take another person's name or business name and they will use that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God, so many things to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about trends in
Yes.
weddings. Tell me about some trends and which one are you absolutely loving?
Well, I've got a bride that we're doing her wedding this week, and she's doing the like she made her own dress, but she's gonna switch out of a dress on the dance floor. And how she did that is she'll be wearing two dresses, and she'll take off the ceremony dress, and then she'll already be in her reception dress. So
Wow.
I'm like really excited to see that. It's like gonna be amazing.
Is that like a trend or is that just her own deal?
I think it's a new trend because I've seen it a lot, like on YouTube, Facebook.
Okay.
It's like a
Okay.
trend. Another trend are the outdoor weddings or
Yeah.
backyard weddings. That is a very high trend. Like people will either find a Verbo or they'll do it at a friend's house or they'll do the venue outside.
What about in Arizona? Are
Um,
they just wait for winter?
Not necessarily.
Because I
So, I
can't
mean,
imagine
even in
being
April.
outside for hours in your wedding dress and the guy in his
Yeah, it does depend what on weather. Because a lot of our venues give the choice of outside, inside, or both, or like they'll do backyard. Now, I would suggest like doing towards like the winter and early spring because
Sure.
those would probably be the perfect months to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Late spring is way too windy. Trust me, I
Oh yeah.
just did a wedding and we almost lost all their plateware and tablecloths because we had burst of winds come and I was lucky to catch all their plateware before it was all ruined.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
do people like obviously if they get married in California or Texas, do you travel outside as well?
I haven't yet. I'm hoping to one day, but
Yeah.
it does depend on which state you're in, on which you would go to. So, like, I'm from South Dakota, and there's only a short space you'd be able to do an outdoor wedding because the rest of the year it's snow, it's cold, and
Yeah.
you want to be inside in a ballroom.
I'm Canadian from Saskatchewan, so just above you. I totally understand what you're talking
So,
about.
yeah, so it depends on, it really depends on which state you're in.
Yeah, of course. So when we talk about outdoor weddings, like what kinds of things as a wedding planner or do you have to make sure that's on point for that day?
Well, first of
Logistic.
all, number one is I always check the weather on my weather app. I check what the wind level is because if it's super high, then we need to move things around in the schedule. Like I had to pick everything up, including the tablecloths, and we had to do the reception setup during cocktail hour. Another factor is what types of flowers are you doing? If you're doing real flowers, you need to make sure that you keep them inside until the ceremony, especially if it's in Arizona. They will wilt if you put them out too soon.
Yeah,
But if
unless
you're
you're having
doing
little cactus
fake, they
flowers.
could blow away. So there's many factors. Um, Not all the time will you stay on the exact schedule, especially if it's outdoor,
Yeah.
because you have to have like five different plans because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Like, what if it rains? How are we going to deal with that? Do we have umbrellas? Is there a spot where we can move certain stuff inside or under like a canopy?
Hmm.
Just stuff like that. You just need to think ahead.
Yeah.
Um,
And I imagine because you have the experience, you can think fast on your feet when there's, oh my God, it's
I
raining.
have to. Yeah, I have to. And I mean, you have several of the vendors coming to me. Actually, they come to me and they're like, okay, where do you want this? Where do you want this? So I have to deal with maybe several different problems at a time while trying to keep the timeline on track.
So what about the indoor venues? Is it easier? Are there certain things that you would not recommend for indoor
Um,
venues?
So for your indoor, of course, there's a limited amount of people. Sometimes you can invite to the
Mm.
wedding because there's limited space and you can only fit so many people in a ballroom or in a room wherever it's taking place.
Okay.
Um, just like things can happen outdoors, things can happen indoors, like someone forgot what the first dance song was. I need to make sure that DJ knows, do you remember what the first dance is? This is what the first dance is. I need to
Did you
catch.
ask him that beforehand or?
Yes, I would. That's why I asked the DJs beforehand. I'm like, okay, what's the music and when are you going to play it? Because I need to be on key with my caterer, with my DJ, with the
Yeah.
band, with the venue owners, just that we're on the same page. Because if we're not on the same page, it's not going to go well. It's not going to run smoothly. And I need it to run as smooth as possible. Just
So do
like
you have a story? Not really
I
funny, I guess,
do.
but
So it was our friend's wedding. My husband had to fill in for one of the groomsmen, so I was actually their day of coordinator, and it happened at the reception. It's like everything got behind. Like the reception venue was behind when I got there. It's like we're starting late, and then it's like they're like, well, the maid of honor is supposed to be doing the music from her phone. Well, I'm like, well, the maid of honor's walking in.
What?
It's like you guys didn't think that far. It's like so, but eventually I got everything back on track on the timeline. Yeah, it's crazy. You like have to be ready for anything that comes up. So
Yeah, of course. So, do you talk to your couples about budget? Is that part of your
I
what your
do. So
priorities?
pretty much my business, since my husband works full time, what we do is take a look at their budget, and I don't charge like I do regular wedding planners or day of coordinators, because it's about them. It's not about the money for me and my husband.
So,
You
what
know,
can you
so
expand on that? Because I'm not sure what you mean.
yes, I can. So I help them with their budget.
Okay.
It's so say like I had my bride that we're doing her wedding this weekend. They had a budget of 12,000, and we together, working together, got it down to 9,000. So we
Wow.
took about 2 or 3,000 off of what their estimated budget was.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well,
So I try to, yeah, so I do ask for their budgets. I take a look at their budgets and see what we can do to lessen the cost. And the thing is, it's a lot of like your bakers or even sometimes your florists. If you mention wedding, they'll bump up the prices. But if you say for an event, they'll keep the regular prices.
oh, wow. Pro tip.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
It
Jessica,
is.
when one of my team is ready to show houses, maybe I'll wheel you in and you can talk to them about a budget for their property they're looking for.
I can do that. I mean, yeah.
So, can
It's
you tell me your favorite wedding ceremony, most unique that you planned?
Let's see. Honestly, I think all else, I think it would be my wedding because I got to experience every bit of the wedding process, and I got to kind of look in like what brides are feeling and what the grooms are feeling so I can connect with them because I've done it all on my own
Sure.
with my mom's help. But I
Hmm.
mean, it was a magical moment in the end. I'd have to say that I learned a lot from the outdoor wedding I did. I mean, I learned something about myself. It helped me grow a little bit more. And it helped me learn about the clients. And it's like, there's some things you need to clarify as a coordinator. Like, the coordinators do not cut the cake at the wedding, they do not serve the cake at the wedding to the guest because we're focused on what's next. It's like, okay,
Right.
they have the party favors. I need to lay out these party favors. I need to go check on the bride and groom. I don't have time to serve the cake because I have to be ready for any problems or situations that arise.
Of course.
So,
I'm going to give you some rapid fire questions, statements,
okay.
and I just want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
All
Garden
right.
ceremony or ballroom first dance?
Ballroom first dance.
And why do you say that?
Because I love dancing and I love ballrooms. I love elegant and fancy stuff.
What's the off topic? What is the uh, trending first dance right now? Song.
Um, Honestly, it depends on the couple.
Yeah.
There's no set song.
There's not
Like,
hasn't been one that's like, oh, it's this song again.
I haven't had that yet. Um, but I think it's the song that the couple's going through in their life. It's
Uh-huh.
like me and my husband, our song is Broken Together by Casting Crowns. And it means, yeah, we've been a broken mess before, but we're broken together, and that's what keeps us together. And we play that song whenever we're having a tough time
Oh,
in life.
I love Love
And we
that.
always come back together and we fix things and we work things out. So the song depends on what the couple's going through,
Yeah.
what is their love story. So I don't believe that there's any one song that's a major trend.
Yeah. Nice. Rain plan or roll the dice?
I'd have to say roll the dice.
Especially in Arizona, right?
Yes. You never know what's going to come up. So it's really the roll of the dice and how that day is going to go.
Sparklers or confettis?
I'd have to say sparklers. I love
Yeah.
sparklers.
Do people still do confetti?
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
sparklers are a big thing.
Tent or chandeliers?
Chandeliers. Brides love their
You like
chandeliers.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, even if they're
And-
like a tent wedding, they'll still do the chandeliers.
Yeah, well, it's romantic for sure.
Yeah.
What is your go-to wedding day emergency kit item?
I'd have to say a Tide stick.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I carry one in my purse now.
Oh yeah, trust me. It's like, cause I had one of the wedding party in October. They spilt wine all over her dress. So she's like, "Do you have anything to help me?" I'm like, "Yep. Here's a Tide stick. It'll work." Yeah. Yes.
So for the couples out there watching, listening today, or the ones that are watching the recording, how do they get in touch with you? You can give
So
us your
you-
socials, your phone number, your email.
So my phone number is 520-668-6840. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. You can send me private messages through those. And then there's my website, www.solewinweddinglegacies.com. And there should be a contact us tab to where you can fill it out, and it should shoot me an email.
Do you have a wedding coming up this weekend?
I do. It's actually at a clubhouse. They're doing it all inside, and it's like it's gonna be the ceremony in the room, and then while everyone's in cocktail, I'm gonna have to flip the room for the reception. So it's gonna be great. I'm excited. So yeah.
That's great. What a fun job you have, and obviously you're great at it. So for everyone also watching, we're going to make sure we'll take this recording, edit it, and post it back up again on the channel, gotspouseneedhouse.com. This is Loretta Cernowski, and we help couples that are newlyweds and engaged find their property when they're ready or sell their property, and in return we give you 10% credit of our commission on closing. You can reach out to me through the website, gotspouseneedhouse.com, or you can email me. My number is 480-822-9416. Thanks again, Jessica. Good luck on your wedding. I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. Have a great day, everyone.
You too.